I think it's important to step back and remember that workplace violence, unfortunately, is rather common. In 2017, there were 450 murders in civilian workplaces, and in 2016, almost 400 itself. And in the military, we're not immune to what happens in society. And if you've looked back, almost a decade ago now, the Fort Hood shooting, where a dozen people were murdered, and then numerous, almost every year since then, we've had isolated but very sad incidents of workplace violence on military bases. And so we'll see what the investigations show with respect to especially the Pensacola shooting and what the motivation was of this Saudi national. But it's a tragedy wherever it happens. There's a very natural tendency to jump to the conclusion that because the shooter was a Saudi national, that this is an act of terrorism. And I think we should resist the impulse to jump to that conclusion and wait for facts to be developed by the FBI and the military and follow the facts wherever they lead. If it was a disgruntled, evil individual who was mad because he wasn't going to get his pilot wings, or he wasn't getting the qualification ratings that he wanted, or he had a beef with somebody, or there was a girlfriend involved who slighted him, and he did these horrible acts because of that, well, then that's that. If there is some connection to terrorism, well, then that's that. But let's not assume that because he was a Saudi national in their Air Force and he murdered our people, that he's a terrorist. He's a murderer. We know that. But that's all we know right now.